What's up, Kartastic ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode in this PTCGO series. Today is going to be playday for Doublade. As always, if you want to skip the deck analysis, just click the annotation on the screen or skip to around the 4-5 minute mark and it will take you straight to the battles. So Doublade over here has 80 hit points, is a stage 1, so that's not very many hit points for a stage 1. It's got the false swipe attack for a double colorless energy. It doesn't do any base damage, but you do get to flip a coin if heads, put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining hit points is 10. That means if we are facing a, let's say, a Mega Manectric EX, which I do believe has 210 hit points, then we put 200 hit points on it just for a double colorless energy. So we are going to try and have a ton of fun with Doublade today. We are running 4 copies of the Doublade and 4 copies of the Honedge. With the Metal Sound attack, 1 Metal Energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. That's very good for stalling a little bit in the beginning, but we don't really want to have to use the Metal Sound if we can avoid it. Then we run 1 copy of the Aegislash-EX. This is going to be a counter for Night March, for Vespiquen, and all other decks that make use of special energies, for example DCEs or Double Dragon energies. That's where Aegislash comes into play and saves the day. So 1 copy of the Aegislash, and then we run a 2-2 line of Spinarak Ariados with the Poisonous Nest ability, which allows us to poison both active Pokemon. And that is going to help us out a ton, because this Poisonous Nest ability combined with False Swipe means we can one-hit KO our opponent's defending Pokemon. We do a False Swipe, we flip heads, that's what we count on, while we have poisoned him, and that means we put damage counters on it, and then the last 10 damage is taken care of by the poison from the Ariados. Then we run 2 copies of the Victini in order to make this deck a bit more consistent. Victini allows us to reflip if we flip tails on the false swipe of the Doublade, so we get to flip twice for the double colorless attack. And that's it for the Pokemon line. We do run 2 Shaymin for draw support. The other draw support in this deck are 3 Ends and 2 Sycamores, and that's really it for the draw support in this deck. We run 4 Metal Energies and 4 DCEs as the energies, and then we run 3 Forest of Giant Plants as the stadium of the choice. We run the Forest of Giant Plants so that we can evolve into the Ariados as soon as we can. That's really what we want to do here in the beginning of the game. And we also run 2 copies of Wally so that we can evolve into the Doublade as soon as we can, meaning that we are aiming to get those one-hit KOs rolling ASAP. And then we also run 2 copies of Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet helps us out if we haven't got the Ariados in play. We can attach the Rocky Helmet to the Doublade, and then when our opponent attacks us, the Rocky Helmet will make sure that my opponent's Pokemon is knocked out if my opponent did not heal up the defending Pokemon. Let's see here. Then we will quickly go through or over the trainers. We run 1 Battle Compressor for consistency, 1 Computer Search for consistency, and then 2 Hypnotoxic Lasers. These Hypnotoxic Lasers are going to help us out against grass decks, just like these Rocky Helmets, because when we are facing a grass deck, we can't actually make use of the Poisonous Nest. It doesn't work against grass Pokemon, so we'll have to use the lasers or the Rocky Helmets. We run 3 copies of the Level Ball because we have so many Pokemon with below 90 hit points. Then we run 1 copy of Sacred Ash, 1 Switch, 4 Trainer's Mail, 3 Ultra Ball, 4 VS Seekers, 2 Bridget to get out our basic Pokemon on our bench because we need so many. We need the Victini, we need the Spinarak, and we need the Honedge. 1 Lysander, 3 N, 2 Sycamore, 1 Shadow Triad to get back the Hypnotoxic Lasers, and here we are at the 2 Wally. So we went through the deck here. That's going to be the end of the deck analysis for today. If you have any suggestions or any questions, just put them down below and I'll be gladly to interact with you in the comment section. So, time for us to find ourselves an opponent. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel for more deck ideas. Alright, and our first opponent of the day is Bug Trainer OP. Bug Trainer OP. with a grass coin and a complete grass deck. I think I saw that correctly. Oh, we lost a coin flip. That's not very good. Can we pull off a first turn false swipe? That's what I'm trying to do here. Pull off a first turn false swipe. We start off with a Hone Edge, but not with a very good hand. Hopefully we can top deck something or get something off of the Trader's Mail. Oh, we see a counter Ariados. So we are going to see 2 Ariados on both sides of the field. We will actually have to use our Hypnotoxic lasers instead of our Ariados because we can't poison those grass Pokemon. So yeah, we will have to dig out those lasers out of the depths of our deck. We will draw into an extra card. Yes, 2 more. Thank you. Oh, and here is the laser. Well, my opponent starts off with a Spinarak. I don't really want to waste the laser on the Spinarak. My opponent even flips heads. Can we get a Wally from this Trainer's Mail? That would be ideal. A Wally. That would be so superb. Let's see. Trainer's Mail, and it is a Sycamore. Don't want to go for the Sycamore. I actually want to use the N if we can. I don't want to play down this Forest of Giant Plants either. I will go for a Rocky Helmet, and we will get the Wally with the Battle Compressor here. We will discard a Lysander as well as a Wally. And what else? What else? We have 1 DCE, 2 DCE, 3 DCE, 4 DCE. We'll also discard a Bridget. All of our DCE are in our deck, but unfortunately not in our hands. And we will go for the Wally, stopping that or preventing that poison damage from happening. Next turn, we will go for the N. Yeah, that seems about right. Unfortunately, we did not have a double colorless, but at least that poison damage has been stopped. No need to get too many basics on our bench because my opponent did not have anything ready yet. Starts off with the Ariados. Oh, what is that? I have not seen that played all too often. Pokemon Communication. Reveal the Pokemon in your hand and put it on top of your deck. If you do, search your deck for a Pokemon. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Okay, very, very intriguing. And my opponent chose to get out a Sceptile EX. Do we see the Ariados? That's the question. And this Sceptile EX gets powered up. We get hit for a String Shot, paralyzing our Doublade. Are you kidding me? Well, I still don't want to use the Hypnotoxic Laser because yeah, we wanted to use it on the Sceptile. We will put down this Spinarak, I guess, so we don't draw into it anymore. We will go for a Ultra Ball for sure here. Let's see how much damage does this Sceptile do. 60. We are down to 70, so with a Muscle Band that would be enough to knock us out. We will have to risk it here, I think. We might actually... let's see here. I will discard those 2 stadiums. And we will go for a Shaymin. That seems pretty good. Go for a Shaymin. We'll keep the DCE in our hand. You never know that the Doublade in the active spot gets knocked out. Oh, we even get a Victini. We'll go for another Trainer's Mail. Oh, wow. A Computer Search. And a Sycamore. Let's see, we have a Lysander in our discard pile. So next turn we can actually Lysander out the Sceptile, and then we can get the laser with the Computer Search, and that is what we are going to do if we manage to stay alive. I will actually attach a Metal Energy to this Doublade and we will end our turn. Alright, so everything is looking rather good right now. Our opponent is going to go for the Ariados and probably retreat, so that means this Doublade will get knocked out if my opponent gets a second energy with the poison damage. Unfortunately, here comes the Sceptile, Poisonous Nest, And then we will get hit for, yeah, there we go. We will get knocked out. Very, very unfortunate. Otherwise, we could have done the false swipe. So my opponent was, yeah, was more lucky than we are. 130. We cannot do anything against that. And we do put 20 on the Sceptile. We will promote the Shaymin. And we will attach a DCE to the Shaymin while we draw into another DCE. Let's see here. I will actually, let's see here. I think I'm going to go for the Bridget and get some basics on our bench. Mainly the Honedge and... Oh, no, don't want to see the Spinnerack. We only have 2 more Honedge. Let's see, we also had the Aegislash. Yeah, we'll go for all of these then. These Spinneracks are going to be cannon fodder. We will promote, or we will go for, let's see, we can also use the Sacred Ash for these 2 Honedge. Maybe I should have done that before using the Bridget. Oh well. We'll get them back now. Get them back in our deck. We will go for the Sky Return onto the Sceptile, promoting a Spinnerack. Next turn, hopefully we can perform a false swipe with a Doublade onto this Sceptile. All that we need is the Doublade and a laser. We still have the computer search to get out the laser. We even see a Verbank City Gym helping us out. And oh no, we get judged. Oh wow, we are having a very, very tough battle. Oh, so all we need now is that DCE. That's all we need. If we can get that DCE, we are set to go. So all we need is a supporter to get that DCE. I will promote the Honedge. I'm betting we can get the DCE. Can we climb this tough battle? This uphill battle? We will attach to, or evolve into the Doublade. And then we will definitely be using the laser. Let's see. We will go for a Trainer's Mail. What do we get? We get a Sycamore. Excellent. I will be going for the Sycamore. We definitely should be able to draw into a DCE that way. We'll even attach this to the Doublade. And here we go. Fingers crossed. Yes, we get the DCE. We get so many good stuff in our hands. Here we go. We will attach to the Doublade. We will go for the knockout false swipe. Can we flip heads? Tails. Please, please. Yes, we flip heads and we knock out the Sceptile. So, even though we are facing a grass deck, we are kind of pulling it off here. We are now equal in the prize trade. My opponent does not have anything on his bench. We even get a VS Seeker to Lysander out anything that my opponent's put on his bench. If he puts down another Sceptile, we will just Lysander it out. Well, we see the Ariados in the active spot. We are not too scared of the Ariados. I'm actually going to try and get the Aegislash on my bench, so we can start attacking with the Aegislash. That seems pretty good. Is my opponent going to attack with the... Oh, he promotes the Victini. We have the switch in our hands. That's okay. We will switch back into the Doublade. Poisons the Victini. That's going to be that's going to be a knockout on the Victini with the poison damage. But we have a level ball to get another one on our bench. So let's see here. We will attach a metal energy, or maybe, well, let's see here. We will use this level ball and get... Oh, we don't have another Victini. The other Victini is prized. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. That kind of sucks. So we'll have to rely on the coin flips now. Oh well. We have to go for another laser. Yeah, because we don't have any left, so we will have to use the computer search. We will discard a metal energy and a Shaymin, and we'll take the laser. We still have the Shadow Triad in our deck to get some lasers back. Here we go, laser it is. And then we will even put down the Shaymin, draw into 3 more cards. We get an Ariados. We don't get the... what was I gonna say? I have forgotten. Yeah, I've completely forgotten. Oh, the Aegislash. Yeah, we didn't get the Aegislash. That's okay. Well, maybe not. I actually want to get that Aegislash on our bench. Let's see. We might go for the N here. And see if we can get the Aegislash that way. No, we miss out. Well, okay. That means we will have to risk it here. False swipe. And we flip heads, knocking out the Ariados. Wow. That was a stroke of luck right there. Down goes the Ariados. We take our 3rd prize. Can we get the Victini? No, we get a level ball. No Victini, no Victini. So now we kind of need to top deck something for draw support. Or we will have to start attaching to the Doublade to do a slash. Might actually power up the Doublade on the bench to do so. Don't really wanna... Oh, my opponent decides to attach to the Chespin. Goes for a VS Seeker. So we will get poisoned, but I might opt to retreat into the Ariados on the bench. Oh, I even get judged. Is it a pretty intense game here? How we get the N. Do we get anything else of the top deck? Well, my foot's coming back up. Sorry. We do have the switch. I'm going to switch out into the Ariados and stall a little bit here until we have powered up one of our Doublades with a slash. And then we can start doing some damage again. Or if we have powered up the Aegislash, either of the two. Yeah, so this grass deck, very unlucky that we ran into it actually. Let's see, we will switch out into the Ariados. We will get a Doublade with this level ball. Thin out our deck a little bit. Then we will even attach a metal energy to it. And go for the N. Ending ourselves down to 3 cards. We do get the Shadow Triad. Unfortunately, I promoted the Ariados, so we will need another energy to retreat it, and then we can use the Shadow Triad, get the laser, knock out these Ariados. I will end my turn here. So it's going to be a game of waiting game here. Who can set up, who can get the knockouts. It's equal price trade right now. Very tense game. My opponent is powering up this Chespin into a Quilladin, and I've forgotten the stage 2. How could I have forgotten? Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember the name. Oh, we get the Aegislash-EX. Wow. Let's see here. We'll actually keep it in our hands for now, and I'll end my turn. We need that energy. There's no point doing anything until we get that energy. Although I should have used the Shadow Triad so we can possibly get it back with the VS Seeker and use it again in another turn. We see the level boss is going to go for the evolution of the Quilladin. We'll finally get to see what it's called. And it is called, I misclicked. It is called, oh, Chestnut, that was it. Yeah, with the spiky shield. Very, very fun deck to play as well. A deck based around a Chestnut. Our opponent uses the Sycamore. Even puts down another Sceptile, that's good for us. Here comes the Chestnut with a double, with a DCE, so we can actually promote the Egg Slash and stall if we want to. Yeah, that's actually a very good possibility. We'll use the Shadow Triad. We'll go for a laser. We'll put down the Egg Slash. And we will end our turn. Wow, what a game, what a game. My goodness, how is it going to play out? I am very curious to see here. This is very, very slow game and very, very exciting, very tense. My heart is racing kinda here, because we have all those things on our bench, but the difficulty here is getting those lasers when we need them to knock out my opponent's Pokemon. And I really want to knock out that Sceptile, bringing us down to 2 prizes. That's ideally what I want to do. See another Heavy Ball. I'm not sure what my opponent is going to go for there. Another Chestnut, the breakthrough one. I don't see my opponent using it anyway or immediately in any way. So it's a Ariados face off here. Pretty funny, pretty funny. We get a Wally. I'm not sure why this Wally is highlighted, because all of our Pokemon are evolved. We will end our turn. Yep. Just passing the turn now, and passing the turn until we can get a single energy to switch out, or until my opponent switches out. So here we do get a single energy. But I'm actually going to wait for a VS Seeker until I can license out that Sceptile, and I'll actually start powering up the Egg Slash on the bench. We have 2 metal energies in our discard pile. That means we will need to retreat with a double colorless, but I prefer to retreat then with a double colorless and attach this metal energy to the Egg Slash, so we do at least 20 more damage. And finally my opponent retreats into the Sceptile, so we can actually use our laser. Next turn he's going to go for a Lysandre, I'm guessing. And there he goes, gets Lysandre and targets the Egg Slash. Very interesting. Very interesting. 130 on the Egg Slash. We will retreat the Egg Slash with a DCE. We will try and knock out my opponent's Sceptile EX. Here we go. We will retreat into the Doublade and perform a false swipe. Can we get heads? We do get heads and knock out the Sceptile, bringing us down to 2 prizes. Wow, that's amazing. What a tense game. We might actually pull this off, but we will have to rely on our Doublades now, because powering up that Egg Slash is not gonna happen. We have 1 DCE in the discard pile, 1 in play, 1 here. That means there's 2 more left. So that last one might be prized, or it might still be in our deck. We can take a look at our decks with the level ball. Depending on that, we might power up the Egg Slash because of this Chestnut with the DCE on it. So we get poisoned. We will get hit for a touchdown. We will promote. Let's see here. We will promote the Doublade. We are going to try and close out the game here. We will risk it. If we fail, so be it. It was a pretty good game. At least we tried. So we are going to promote the Doublade. Then we'll attach a DCE. Then we'll go for the Shadow Triad with the VS Seeker. Yes, that's what we are going to do. I was kind of doubting it there, but let's see here. Let's take a look at our deck first with the level ball. Do we have another DCE? We don't have another DCE. So, oh, but we top decked one there. We'll put down this Honage just because we can, and then we'll go for the Shadow Triad, getting back a laser. And now it's fingers crossed here. Can we get heads? This is the moment of the game. Can we close out this game? Wow, I would be so surprised if we can. False swipe. And yes, we get heads. We close out the game. Wow, this was an insane game. My goodness, that was... Wow, that was a very, very fun game to play. And our Victini... The last prize was our Victini. So a lot of bad luck there for us, but a lot of good luck as well. Our Victini was prized, but we flipped heads when we needed to. So it all turned out well, it all turned out great. It didn't matter that our Victini was prized. The bad luck countered the good luck and vice versa. What a very, very fun game. I think I will try and look for a last game here. Alright, here we go. Alright, our last opponent is Quinton. Quinton O. Quinton underscore O. with a chest pin. Oh no, that's our coin. Our coin. We won the coin flip, yes. Let's see what we can do here. We'll go first. I forgot to take a look at what type of Pokemon my opponent is playing. We start off with nothing in our hands. Oh, I saw... Oh, pardon me. I saw a Team Flag Grunt. I hate Team Flag Grunts. Hate them so much. We will start off with the Shaymin in the active spots, so we can do a Sky Return. Put down the Victini. We'll go for a Honage. We'll discard... What am I saying? We will look at the Trainer's Mail. Then we'll discard some cards with the Battle Compressor. And that's the plan. The rest is up to our top deck. We are waiting for my opponent to choose a active Pokemon. Seems to be a very hard riddle to solve for my opponent. Yes. Wow. I didn't know it could be so hard to pick an active Pokemon. Oh, there we go. So here we go. We put the Victini on our bench, and we are facing a Scraggy, going to evolve into a Scrafty. Let's see. Take a look at the Trainer's Mail. Wow. I will actually go for the VS Seeker, because then we can use the VS Seeker together with the Battle Compressor. We can get a Sycamore in the discard pile, as well as, let's see here, let's take a look at our deck. A Wally, we have the Aegislash, we have a Lysander, we have 1 double colorless, 2 double colorless, 3 double colorless. Let's take a look again. Yes, so we only have 3 double colorless in our deck. That means we need to... I know we have 1 double colorless in our hands. Herpaderp. I completely forgot about that. I was gonna say that means the other one is prized, but that's not true. So let's put down this Stadium, and we will go for this Sycamore. Discarding this Sacred Ash. Could have gone for an N, but I'm going to leave my opponent with the hand that he had. He started off with a Scraggy, so that's not too good. I am betting my opponent doesn't have the best of hands. We will attach this Rocky Helmet to our Honage, and we will... Let's see here. We'll go for the Ultra Ball, discarding the Sycamore as well as the Shadow Triad. We can always get them back with a VS Seeker. We will go for a Spinarak. Yes, that seems pretty good. Let's get that Spinarak on our bench here. And then we will let's see here. Even use the Hypnotoxic Laser, why not? So we can draw into some more cards. And see what we can get here. Can we get the Ariados? We do get the Ariados. As well as another Rocky Helmet. We even get a Trainer's Mail. Man, we are blowing through our deck here. Let's go for the level ball and get another Honedge on our bench. And we are completely ready to set up. We are just showing off right now. Yeah, wow. Amazing first turn. And our opponent concedes the match. Look at that. Look at that. That was a setup. Unfortunately, we could not continue because my opponent conceded. Ah, that's too bad. We even had to switch here. What a fantastic setup. Although this one wasn't the greatest game because my opponent just conceded. I think I will include it in the recording here because that was an amazing setup. Anyways, let's look for another match because this wasn't a very good match to be the last one. What was it now? Alright, for reals is now the last opponent of the day is Kaaaaaaarp, something like that. We are waiting for my opponent to load the game, and here it goes. We get to call the coin flip. We will go first. Yeah, I told you we will go first. I even knew before I had clicked heads. So wow, I should yeah, do some predictions sometime because I seem to be pretty good at them. Let's see what we are facing. We start off with the Aegislash, so that's going to be tough to retreat if my opponent does not play any special energies. Now, meaning it's useless in the active spot. We see a Mewtwo, so yeah, it's probably going to be useless to have the Aegislash in the active spot. We will go for a level ball, get a Honedge. We do see a EX heavy deck, which is exactly what we want. We'll also go for a... let's see here. Do we have the stadium in our hands? We do not. I will go for a... I'll actually go for the Ariados. And I will go for the Spinarak with the Bridget here. Then we can put down the Shaymin. So we'll go for the Spinarak, the Honedge and the Victini. Then we have one more spot for our Shaymin. Exactly as was planned. We'll put down the Shaymin right now. Draw into 3 more cards. Maybe we can get a stadium. We don't get the stadium. Well, we could get it with the computer search. Although I want to keep the computer search for when we might want to switch out with the Aegislash. So I will attach actually to the Aegislash. Yeah, that seems pretty good. We will end our turn. Next turn, we might go for the switch depending on what we top deck here with the computer search. I should have taken a look in my deck if the switch was in there. I forgot to do that. Yeah, but that's the plan. Let's see what my opponent can do. So very good setup again in our first turn. We have everything we need. We see a Hypnotoxic Laser putting our Aegislash to sleep and a Psychic Energy. That's going to do 10 damage because of the resistance. Plus 10 more from the poisoning, and we flip health. What am I saying here? We flip up. No, we wake up. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. We flip up, you know, we wake up. Might as well use the Poisonous Nest now. We will poison this Mewtwo. Then we will... Oh, perfect. We can pull this off here. We'll go for the double colorless on the Honedge. Then we will use the Wally to evolve. And we'll get a switch with the computer search. Let's take a look if the switch is in our deck. Do we have the switch? Yes, we do. So, where is the Doublade? Here is the Doublade. I think the game kind of froze here. I clicked OK. Or done. Oh, here we go. We will evolve the Honedge into the Doublade and leave ourselves without a hand. Because we will go for the switch here. Here is the switch. Wow, perfect. And let's see if we can knock out this Mewtwo after all the trouble that we went through to get that switch. Yes, we can. No, I don't want to flip again. Heads it is, and we take the first 2 prizes of the game with that epic animation. Wow, I love that animation. That animation is so good. And my opponent concedes the match just like that. So that was a much shorter match than the first match. Showing off the power of the Doublade against non-grass decks. It is very, very good. If you can get it set up early in the game against non-grass decks, you can win against grass decks, as I showed in the first match, but you're going to have a lot of trouble with it. And when they play Virizion, you are as good as dead from the start. You might as well give up then. Yeah, because Virizion prevents poisoning to Pokemon with the grass energy. But anyways, we did 160 damage with the double colorless Doublade MVP. That's how I want to see it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more deck ideas. I hope you have a Karptastic day, and I will see you next time.
Karp, 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 Karp.